Hi, Candy McCune here. You know that engine light on your car? How you feel when it pops on? You get that, oh my gosh, I got to do something feeling, that sense of urgency. And it's almost always on a weekend when the mechanics aren't available, right? Well, this happened so recently, it's still very real in my mind. And I tried to drive as little as possible when it happened. Hoped I'd make it till Monday and get to car service in time. Of course, I imagined all kinds of things that could be wrong. Just a month before, there had been a fuel cap light that came on, and I didn't even know what it was, had to look it up in the manual, but it ended up being a fuel line leak, and that cost a lot of bucks. So that's what I'm thinking about. This new engine light staring me in the face was very concerning and bringing up all kinds of speculation for me, not good speculation. What does this have to do with your health? Well, just hang with me on this. I'm going to explain. After the car issue, my body provided me with an engine warning light. And that was an experience, painful experience. I woke up on a Saturday morning, of course, with the big toe on my right foot in the joint area, hugely inflamed, red hot with fever, painful as all get out. And frankly, it was impossible to walk without wincing or limping. Pain and panic. That was new to me. I felt the sense of urgency and I was totally clueless about the cause. I looked for a bite mark, none. I looked for a place of infection or infection sites, none. I was frustrated. It was painful and I could not imagine what I should do. All day I tried various things, CM cream with trauma oil. I tried soaking. I won't even go into all the things I tried, detailed. Nothing worked. Eventually, the second morning came around. It was still flashing warning signs and painful. But it popped into my head, I should go Google the word gout. Now, I've never had that, but somewhere in the recesses of my mind, it seemed to be a possibility. Sure enough, there it was in living color, exactly the description of my toe joint plus the pain, red hot feeling, look of the fever, warmth, all of it. I wanted to know two things: what caused it and what do I do about it? Their descriptions all agreed that it was a form of inflammatory arthritis related to high levels of uric acid in the blood. The acid can form needle-like crystals. Yeah, that's what they felt like. And that was in a joint and it causes sudden severe episodes of pain, tenderness, redness, warmth, and swelling. Yep, fine, I got it. I really don't know what uric acid is, but what do I do about it? Turns out knowing what it was and the cause, not as big for me at that moment as knowing what to do about it. So don't let go of that car analogy yet. Just knowing the cause is pretty important, but we have an overwhelming need to do something about that red flashing engine warning light. Of course, I checked what Google had as options. Yep, consistently, they all recorded the same. NSAIDs like ibuprofen, corticosteroids such as prednisone, and a full list of pharmaceuticals, all with the purpose of reducing the uric acid levels. Remember that point. First, after 20 years of using ibuprofen to mask or cover the pain of my arthritic thumb joints before longevity, and later learning what damage that does to one's liver, I didn't want to go down that road. Besides, Google is not my trusted authority on my health. Okay, so who do I really trust? That was the point. Who helped me in the past? That's where I'm going to go search. Well, Dr. Wallach's book, Dead Doctors Don't Lie, accurately identified the gout I was experiencing, and he had some advised actions, but I needed more detail. My next stop was with a self-described cheerleader for longevity and Dr. Wallach. That would be Dr. Peter Glidden. And thank heavens, I'm a subscriber to his website, but this information is also summarized in his book. My experience with him is he is accurately and helpfully detailing the situation. Plus, he gives specific protocols using products I recognize and understand. Plus, he's in agreement with Dr. Wallach on the premise that our body knows how to fix itself. It wants to fix itself, and it's always trying to fix itself. So we need to give it what it needs and stop putting in the bad stuff. Well, I went to his site and I viewed his excellent video on gout and actually had on hand the essential oil he recommended, juniper berry. Who knew? And went to the store and I got the homeopathic belladonna pellets and the specific black cherry concentrate he recommended. I had relief within 30 minutes of putting these to work as he had detailed. You want to know how much I love Dr. Glidden? Yeah. But here's my point and the analogy to the engine warning light. While Dr. Glidden's initial protocol was to stop the immediate pain, he explained that the true underlying cause was a digestive problem that I must address. And he had great help on that. He went through it in detail and a specific protocol for the support and improving of the function of my digestive tract. He also explained in more detail than I can give you here that uric acid in the bloodstream is the natural course of things, and it's one of the most powerful antioxidants in the blood, quenching the flames of inflammation and essential for good health. Had no idea. He called it the fire department, really. There doesn't need to be a balance in the uric acid. Balance is important, he said, but this is not a diatribe against pharmaceuticals. Thank God for Novocaine and some of the good ones here. It's not the drug, it's how it's used. Essentially, taking those NSAIDs or steroids or other pharmaceuticals would be like cutting the car's wires to my engine warning light. It would make it go off and quit flashing at me, reducing my urgency feeling, but it would not take care of the underlying problem that caused the light to come on in the first place. Well, that would continue to not be addressed. The end result is the true cause would be not helpful, not a good idea to ignore. I hope this whole information piece has been helpful in making you think about who you would trust to help you identify what to do when your engine warning light comes on. And prepare for not just cutting the wires, but getting down to the root cause and addressing that. And if you want the link to Dr. Glidden's website information, I've added it below for you. This is Candy McCune, your guide. Please scroll down and leave me a comment